Hey everyone, this is Aaron from The Final Touch here in Wichita, Kansas. Today I'm going to be going over a few tools that we have and some changes that we're going to make so that we can better serve you, the client. Here I have an example of our wand that we use on our pressure washer. And as you can see, it is rather long and when we're foaming your car, our foam gun is rather very far out in front of us, as you can see. This setup like this, from where we're holding it, is probably about 3.5 feet long. And this was always a problem because sometimes the area where we're working is quite confined. And so we're never really able to get a straight shot aiming the foam at your car. We're normally doing it at an angle. And which makes it take more time because we're fighting to get full coverage over your whole vehicle. So what we ended up doing is we had a second one of the guns, and we ended up ordering an attachment off Amazon that allowed us to have our disconnect here instead. And so now we can actually have them be much closer, much more direct to the vehicle itself. And on top of that, we ended up getting a new separate wand, and this is the other half of the connection. And the advantage to this is with this wand, this long wand on here, the advantage to having this is that with our attachment that we have that allows us to rinse the undercarriage of the vehicle, we can actually still do so. And with this new wand attachment, you can actually see it's actually a good bit longer. It's probably another 6 inches longer than the one that is on the current wand that we're using. And so now we'll be able to freely reach farther under the vehicle for a better clean of your undercarriage, and so that we can better clean your vehicle itself. We'll be able to disconnect that long extension when it's not needed and be able to be much more direct when we're foaming your vehicle. That's just one of the few changes that we're making here at The Final Touch so that we can better serve you, the client. Another change that we're making is we recently, for the past 3 years, anytime it came to cleaning up pet hair, we would just use our vacuum. A vacuum in our hand with a latex glove. That's always been plenty. But with one of the vehicles we did recently, we did end up fighting a good bit with it. And many other detailers, in fact, many of our friends, they have suggested to us over a period of time, the Lily Brush. And that is this here. You can actually get one of these for yourself if you wish. They are on Amazon. I believe they're about $12 or less, somewhere around there. I don't remember exactly what we paid for this, but you can get one yourself on Amazon. Eventually, if we get an affiliate link, we used to have one, but we never did anything with it. So if we eventually get one again, I'll do another video and we will post a link in it and in that video, and we'll probably just add the link to this one as well. And another thing, this will massively increase the ability to remove the pet hair from, and even human hair, because we shed too. It'll massively increase the ability to remove all that hair from the carpet and your seats and everything else. And another change we're making is we ended up getting 2 of these hose connections here. With these hose connections, one will actually be going on the end of each end of the garden hose that we hook up to our pressure washer, and then also, so one of these will go to the faucet, and then this will go to the back of the hose that connects to the faucet. And that way we can have a quick disconnect from the faucet, and then one of these will be on the hose and the other piece will be on the back of the pressure washer. That way we can once again have a quick disconnect from the pressure washer. That way we can be able to coil up their hose faster, be able to hook it up faster and disconnect it faster. That way there's less time spent in between jobs, especially when in the very few instances that we are mobile. It'll just help speed up the process overall. Another thing we ended up getting, which one of these will end up being for our mobile setup, will be attached to here. We do have a 100-gallon water tank now, which is in the bed of our little pickup that we have just for doing mobile jobs. And this was needed to be able to have an on-off valve in between the water tank and the pressure washer. The reason for this is because the pressure washer is not always going to be hooked up to the water tank. So we needed a way to be able to shut this off. Because we're not going to use 100 gallons during the wash process. So we needed a way to be able to shut the water flow off to be able to disconnect and not just be dumping like 50 gallons or more out. And so that's what this is for. This will just be an on-off valve connected to our 100-gallon water tank, and then one of these will be connected to here for a quick disconnect for our garden hose to the pressure washer. And then one of these will also be on the faucet that we hook up to here at the shop, so that way when we are working here at the shop, which we do most of the time, very rarely are we mobile, but in the very few instances that we are, we will be able to speed up the process a good bit. And that pretty much does it for today. If you have any questions, do feel free to go ahead and shoot us a message, leave a comment on the video. We'll be very, very happy to help and to be able to give you guidance in anything that you struggle with, whether it be cleaning your wheels, cleaning your windows. I do know cleaning the inside of windows tends to be a big struggle for a lot of people. Same with cleaning wheels and tires. That seems to be a big, massive struggle. And so we do plan to eventually do a video for each of those and how to help with the wash process. Here soon we will end up be possibly doing a video of doing paint protection film on the rocker panels of a Corvette. There's a Corvette that from a good friend of ours that does need the paint protection film redone on the quarter panels. We ended up cleaning his Corvette one day and noticed that there was a tear in the paint protection film on one of the quarter panels, or one of the rocker panels. I believe it was on the passenger side. And so we are actually going to end up removing the old paint protection film and putting new paint protection film on in its place. So we will be trying and attempting to make a video of that. But as you see here, here's the paint protection film. We have 2 rolls of it. It is 3M paint protection film. And each of these rolls is more than enough to do each side of the car. We did make sure to get 2 separate rolls that each roll is probably going to be enough to do both sides. but we wanted to 100% verify that we were not going to accidentally come up short on one of the sides by trusting just one roll to do the job. So we always made sure we would much rather have more than enough than end up be starting the process and find out we don't have enough to even do the job. And so once again, if you have any comments, concerns, shoot us a message, share the video. Hit that thumbs up if you like this video, and go ahead and shoot us a subscribe. As you see here, here is our link to our YouTube channel. We will end up eventually be putting up our link to our Facebook page and our Instagram as well. So have a good one.